for this virtual live event. And some people, they thought, man, maybe the pandemic would only be this thing that would pause the way we do life and we do ministry and we do music. But I believe it has opened us up to new opportunities to not only share our gifts locally, but internationally. And tonight, wherever you are, whether you're in Houston, whether you're globally, we are glad to be with you so that we can spend some time, enjoy some good music, and worship together. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready to have fun? Say yeah. Oh, come on. Y'all ready to have some fun? Say yeah. All right. My name is Will Cumby. I'm the youth pastor of the Fountain of Praise, amongst all the other jobs that I do. But I think my favorite job is that I get to be a husband to Ebony Cumby and a dad to three amazing children, William, Dylan, and Grace, and my little puppy, Nala, right? That one, I got to claim Nala, right? Listen, I want to play a game with you guys real quick. I'm going to see how cool you guys are. It's called Name That Tune. Y'all down to play this game with me? Y'all sound so excited. Let's try it. Y'all ready to play this game with me? All right, here we go. All right, it's called Name That Tune. We're going to see if you know how the next words to the song. You ready? Here's the first one. The itsy bitsy spider. Okay. All right, here we go. I got another one for you. Let's see if you got it. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. I don't know what kind of sad elementary school y'all went to. Like, Jesus, this song is terrible. All right, let's try it. Okay, let's try it. Y'all ready? Here it goes. Here, this one, you had to go to school with some folk to know this one. Let's see if y'all know this one. Ba, ba, black sheep. Oh, okay. Well, they looked at what I know. Y'all like, I don't know none of these songs right here. Okay, here's the last one. You are my sunshine, my only. You make me. When skies are. You know, dear, how much I. Please don't. Love it. Give yourselves a round of applause. Listen, I said earlier that I have 3 children, and I absolutely love my babies. But if any parents know that when you have children in their young age, there are things that you do that you don't think are a big deal until they grow up and they remind you how special they are. The Bible says in Zephaniah 3:17, the Bible talks about how he rejoices over us with singing, right? I remember one time, as my littles were little, my wife, she would rock them in her arms and she would sing that song, You Are My Sunshine, My Only Sunshine. And she would sing the song until they fell asleep. And sometimes when they woke up in the morning, she would sing the song again, You Are My Sunshine, My Only. And then there were times where we were on road trips and they were getting a little fussy in the back seat of the car. She'd turn off the radio and she'd say, You are my sunshine, my only sun. Now, it's amazing we had 3. I don't know why she said only sunshine. She just said, You are my sunshines. But anyway, she would sing that song. Well, the other day, my oldest, he's about to be 13. God bless it. I hope he figures out what deodorant is. But he's about to be 13. And we were at the house and we were laying in the bed and it was storming outside. And as the storm was raging outside and the trees were hitting against the windows, he was getting scared. And all of a sudden, I hear these feet go across the wall and down the steps and into my room. And he comes and he's standing next to my wife. And he says, Mom, I need you to sing that song for me. She says, Baby, what are you talking about? He said, I don't know how to handle what's going on in life. And Mom, I just need you to sing this song to me. So he jumps his grown behind in the bed with us, because they still do that. Do they ever get out your bed? I don't know. I'd be like, can you get out? He's like, no, Daddy, scoot over. I said, that's my wife. That's my mama. Okay, you win. He scoots up next to her and she holds him close. She says, You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. She finishes the song. He gave her the most stank look ever. I said, she sang the song. What's wrong? He said, Mom, you always sing it 3 times and you end it with a hug. Now, you may ask me, like, what does that story have to do with worship? What does that story have to do with anything? But what it tells us is that the songs that we sing over our children, the things that we continuously share to them in their adolescence, as they get older, it not only becomes a soundtrack for their life, but becomes a mantra for how they should live. And I love how the Bible says in Zephaniah 3, it says that he rejoices over us with singing. And I want to encourage you who are watching today, those who are sitting in this room today, to remember the songs that were worshiped. Remember the songs that were sang over you. And in those moments of uncertainty, in those moments of depravity, those moments where you're disheveled in life, you can think about your mother who may have sang over you, or your Father in heaven who sang songs that talked about how the fact that you're the head and not the tail. Those songs that said that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Those songs that said you are blessed in the city, you're blessed in the field, you're blessed when you come, you're blessed when you go. Well, here's where I close, because I only had about 2 minutes and I'm a youth pastor who talks till he's done. But I want to remind you when we talk about worship, that worship is more than a nursery rhyme, because the Bible even talks about if you meditate on this word, it says it in where is it? It's in the Bible, in Joshua chapter 1. He says if you meditate on his word, he says you'll be successful. To meditate means to mumble under your breath, which means that songs that we sing under our breath. I remember the only way I got through college was Pages of Life by Fred Hammond. I would sing these songs when I was going through things, and I would say, prodigal son. Right, I sang those songs. I sang blessed. I sang no weapon. Right, I sang them over and over, and they became more than just songs on a soundtrack. They became a marching song. They became a war cry for how I would live my life. And maybe you're watching today and you sang those songs in college. Maybe you sang those songs in church when you were growing up, or maybe you sang those songs while your mom was driving you to church, or your dad, and somehow you walked away from singing those worship songs. It's a true story. This man named David in 2 Samuel, he did that. The Bible talks about how David was a worshiper, and he was a man after God's own heart. But there was a time where this man who loved God decided that God had hurt his heart. The story is there was this ark, and he was carrying it with some people, and he wasn't doing it correctly. And the Bible says that when the ark fell, it killed someone, and David walked away from the ark. Matter of fact, David took the ark to this place called Obed-Edom's house. You ever drop something off that you thought that you wouldn't need anymore till somebody starts getting successful with it? You ever donated something and they sold it for twice than what you gave it to them? I don't. Maybe that's my story. He took the ark over to Obed-Edom's house, and the Bible says that Obed-Edom's house began to get blessed. Obed-Edom was doing wonderful things. So David, guess what David did? He walked over to Obed-Edom's house. He said, hey, player, let me get that off you real quick. And after he got it back from Obed-Edom, the Bible says he took 6 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 is the number of completion. Before he completed his step on the journey that he was going to Jerusalem, the Bible says that David danced with all of his might. Listen, I don't know who you are. I don't know your story, but maybe you stepped into this room. Maybe you stepped into a certain room and turned on your internet. You turned on the YouTube or whatever it is, and you stepped away from your faith. But can I remind you that even if you've taken 1,000 steps away from Christ and you stopped singing the songs of old, it only takes 1 step to get right back into his presence. David took 6 steps, and before he took the 7th step of completion, the Bible said he dropped everything that he had and he worshiped. Listen, I dare you to get your song back tonight. I dare you to remember those songs that you sang as a child. I dare you to sing those songs that when you fell in love with Jesus Christ. I dare you to sing those songs again. Guess what? They still work. So tonight is this night of virtual worship. I ask you to sing with all your heart. If you're in your room, it doesn't matter. Nobody can tell you you're off key. My choir director of the church, I tell her, she tells me always to sing so low. I said, what you mean so low? She said, sing so low nobody can hear you. I said, I'd rather sing in the key of me because I like the way I sound. Sometimes she tells me to sing in the key of be silent. Here's the point. I dare you to worship, because your worship can open doors, but it also can open up things in your own life. So tonight, I dare you to worship. Somebody say worship. Oh, come on, somebody say worship. Come on, somebody say worship. Come on, somebody say worship.